Right, hi there guys, I wanted to try something a bit different today. There's a sort of newish feature in Photoshop which is not I know it's not strictly gaming, but it's sort of to do with gaming. It's you can edit your photos the same way you do your character creator in games like Skyrim, things like that. So I thought I'd give it a go, and it's a bit of a double meaning to today's episode as well, because Mike has recently turned 30, and he's worried about his age. He's not feeling as fresh as he used to. You know, the dryness has set in, and he's a bit down on himself. So I thought I'd treat him, and I've taken a photo of him, a couple of photos as shown here. Just thought I'd treat him to a photo shoot, make him really pretty, and it's a good way to show off the Photoshop feature. So I thought I'd give that a go. So we'll get Mike into Photoshop and we'll get started. So this has sort of already been slightly colour balanced. Photography is a hobby of mine. Plus, normally we'd get Graham to do this, but to be honest, he can barely talk. He just communicates just by hitting things and grunting and pointing, and that's enough for a video editor, really. But for something as important as this, as to rebuilding Mike's self-esteem, I thought I'd do it personally. Right, so we'll get started. So you can find this feature under Filter and Liquify. The tool's called the Facial Aware Liquify, and it'll identify Mike's face as shown by all these icons here. And you've got all your settings down here, which you'd be quite familiar with if you're used to, like, you know, Skyrim editors, Fallout editors, things like that. So we're going to get started. The most important facial feature is the eyes, and we want Mike to look sexy in this. We want him to look good. So we'll start with the eye. You can control each eye, left here, right there. So what I'm going to do, I want him to look sexy. So I'm going to try and sort of make him wink a little bit. So this eye is going to be a little bit bigger, his left eye. Set it to 100. Subtlety is overrated. Right, and his other eye, we'll shrink it down a bit just to get that sexy sort of wink going on. Eye height, we don't want to change too much, because it will distort his glasses and it'll look completely unnatural, it'll look ridiculous. So the other one, we'll shrink it down a little bit, we can get away with a little bit. Right, eye width, again, we want his left eye big as possible, really emphasise this wink. So there we go, made that nice and big. His left eye, our right, we want that small as possible, really build the sex appeal on this. Eye tilt, we want puppy dog eyes. We want him to look adorable. We don't want him to look like some sort of sexual predator. I mean, we all know he is, but well, you know, let's pretend. So we'll sort of tilt it downwards a little bit, just to, you know, give him that puppy dog look. And again, we don't want to distort the glasses too much, but subtlety is the key. Nose height, right? Everyone knows small. No one wants a massive nose, massive honking nose. So we'll shrink that down a little bit. So we can either bring it right down, it just looks ridiculous, or we can bring it right up and shrink it down. Nose width, obviously we want tiny, just nice little dainty nose. Bring back a bit of his femininity, you know, that he's lost through the change. Obviously he's smiling a little bit, it's not bad, but he could do better. So again, big grin. We want him to look friendly. We don't want him to look like some sort of sexual predator. So right up, there we go, beautiful. He's looking better already. Upper lip. Now we want puckered lips. We want him to look really kissable. Like, he's worried about his attractiveness, so let's really ramp it up. Lower lip. Can either go small. No, big. We want big kissable lips. Mouth width. We can either go big. Makes him look a bit special needs. Let's shrink it down. Make him really puckered. That's what we want. Mouth height. We don't want him to look like he's ready to suck someone off, so we'll shrink it down a little bit, just, yeah, somewhere around there, I reckon. Beautiful. Face shape, right, so we've got forehead. We don't want to go too big, makes it look like he's got a receding hairline. We'll give him plenty of hair, full head of hair. There we go, small forehead. Chin height, down too much, bit fat. We'll bring it up a little bit, make it subtle. Give him a nice round baby face, that's what we want. Jawline, now this needs to be strong. We don't want no sort of no-chinned bloody pencil neck geek. We want full chin. We want manly. So we've got the femininity in the lips, and we want the manliness in the chin. Really sort of cover all base on this one. Face width, Don't want it too wide, looks a bit like Arnold from Hey Arnold, so we'll shrink that down. Just thin him out a little bit, but keep that strong jawline. And that is pretty much it for Mike. He's looking pretty good already. Looking pretty sexy, I'd say. Like, I'd kiss him. I don't know about you. If you wouldn't, what the hell's wrong with you? Then we'll just apply that, and boom, there we go. You can see the change instantly. Now, this is a fashion shoot. It's built to build his self-esteem, make him feel beautiful. Some people don't think Photoshop's a good thing to do to your photos, but if it builds the subject's self-esteem, what's the problem? I mean, yes, unrealistic beauty standards. I mean, no one can live up to this, but it helps Mike, and he needs us most. So to really finish off this fashion piece, we will give it a bit of a vignette, just to really make him pop, make him the centre of attention. We don't want any of this background in. It's already blurred out slightly in fashion, I guess. But we want to really make Mike the subject. No one needs to see Hyde Park. So full vignette, subtlety be damned. Midpoint, again, still a bit light in the background. Darken that down. And there we go, that's fine. Probably hear the fans kick in because of just sheer stress of the fashion going on. And we also want to just give it that pop star feel, so we'll render a little lens flare in there. Right on the cusp of his glasses, that's where the sunlight will be coming from, top right or top left. So we want it just reflecting off his glasses, just there. I'm not going to change any of these settings because I like this one. And there we go. That is, if this doesn't build his self-esteem, I don't think anything will. He's beyond saving. I mean, he is just beautiful.